Hello.
Oh, live.
Hi, everybody. Let's see if I can get
Hey.
my string pulled up over here so we can see who all's here. Because, y'all,
Hello.
this is a new phone, and young man technical difficulties, as Fanta's math says.
Yeah, live stream without technical difficulties.
Yeah.
And, of course, we've got Fanta and Keely.
Hi.
Let's see. Who all we got here? Got Elizabeth, me. Sugar Mama, Kirsty Reynolds, Gia, Gallet, Jenny, Linda A, Gina the Mouse, Nikki, Carrie Louise, Mandy G, Sean B, Echo Spice, hooray! Hello, everyone. Oh, Witchy just come in. So, hello, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah,
Welcome to
Gary is possibly sleeping.
Yeah.
Keely kept him up again all.
We was up all night watching boxing.
Piglet, hi. Sorry.
No worries. Everybody's so excited to see you.
Oh, I'm excited to
That's
see
Marie.
everybody. Now, what were you saying, Keely?
I said we was up all night watching the boxing. To everyone who was like Gina said, I hope you're feeling better. Because I put on Twitter I wasn't feeling well. I am feeling a bit better now. My stomach still feels weird, but I feel 100 times better than I did this morning. That was horrible. Horrible.
Well, y'all have to overlook me. As I was telling them backstage, my granddaughter decided to stay up all night. She actually woke up about the time I fell asleep. So I passed out today, and that's why we had short notice.
And sleep clothes, you must take it.
Carrie Louise said ginger ale helps.
I don't like the flavour of ginger though. I never have. Oh, I remember right. I don't know if I said it on a stream or not, but a few weeks ago I went into Costa to get like a caramel frappe thing, but they call it something else. And I took the kids to the lane. Whilst I was waiting, they came back and it was there on the side, ready, waiting for me. And I had to go get a bus, so got it, and I went outside to go and wait for my boss. Got on the bus, tasted it, and it was a ginger flavoured one, not the caramel one. I was gutted.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of ginger either.
Real Hamster, hello.
Hey,
Rose, hi everybody. I haven't had a lot of ginger. I've had it like as an ingredient with lots of others, but I've never had it on its own.
Yeah, I don't mind it in food, like in like Chinese food and that. It's when it's like ginger flavoured things like gingerbread or a ginger flavoured frappe that proper ruined my day that day. I was like, no. I was looking forward to that frappe.
Yeah, now my daughter loves the mocha, and I love the mocha frappes as well. Let's see, Linda A says flat Coca-Cola is something I always had when I was feeling a bit unwell.
I'll have to try that. I am going to get some Lucasade when I go take the kids to school in the morning, because I'm not at today, and I think I need something to sustain that, some substance of some kind.
I'm still on my tweakers. It keeps me going.
Tell us how you've been, Tammy. Catch us up.
Well, I've been in Florida for the last month. Shitting them from cigarettes. I'm getting there. As I was telling y'all yesterday, I went through a time where I started having panic attacks every day, and just having a rough time. And that's why I had to back up. And so we did the traveling and just spent some time away from all media and stuff. And it was nice. But I missed everybody so much.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
The amount of people I had in my DMs asking, "Have you spoken to Tammy?" And I'm like, "Not at the moment. I think she's having a break, but she will come back to us. I know she will. I trust she will." And here you are.
See, we had Jason come in. Screams of Anubis.
Hey, Screams.
Alan Lubin. Hello. Annie came in, it looks like. And you're getting a lot of suggestions, Keely. Orange Lucasade.
Yeah, I like
peppermint tea. That sounds good.
I'm gonna get some Lucasade.
So everybody's suggestions.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
Megan O'Shea just come in. Yeah, it's so good to see everybody.
Yeah.
As much as I needed the break, I really did miss everybody. It's been great to start catching up with everybody. Screams of Anubis. I don't know if I said hi to you. Hi.
Hey, Screams.
Yeah, I'm starting this journey and starting to try to just figure out who I am, what I love, what means something to me. And sometimes I feel a little bit of selfish doing it.
Oh, no.
But that's from spending a lifetime of trying to please everybody.
You can't please everybody, and you have to put yourself first. And your mental health and your happiness is real important.
Yeah.
You can't. You're not an octopus. You haven't got loads of hands where you can just do everything for everybody. And people gonna miss you, like I missed you. But there's a time when you have to focus on you.
Yeah.
Focus on what you need.
And that's what I've been doing. And I don't know, I feel like I look a little younger.
Yeah, you're looking good. Yeah.
You look good.
Thank
you.
It's the tan.
Yeah. Just so happy you're back.
But yeah, it's a journey, and it's still a journey I'm going to be on for a while. I guess probably for the rest of my life. Yeah, you can't please it. Yeah. Let's see. Linda said her man also used to melt a cough drop in chamomile tea and make a drink. Ooh, that kind of sounds like. Did I ever tell you about the cough syrup that I make?
Yes, you did, and I told you about mine. If you remember the one.
Yeah,
they're very similar.
Yeah, 100 proof whiskey.
Yeah.
Peppermint. Lime. What else?
Did you put honey in yours?
Yeah, honey. Yeah.
My grandma.
I guess you're right. It can get bad, and I have been guilty in the past of ignoring it when I needed a break from things, and I ended up breaking. Yeah. So I've got to where I recognize the signs anyway.
Well, this is an important conversation because, like I was just telling you backstage, today's Mental Health Day, Mental Health Awareness Day. So, it's so important to discuss this and be candid and open about it. Because some people are scared to talk about mental health because it's like a taboo. And there's a taboo about a lot of things, but mental health. Where as soon as you say the word mental health, some people get scared.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? They don't know how to react to that.
Well, they automatically see how it's been portrayed in movies and on TV. You think about the raving lunatic in the corner going,
a straitjacket and all that.
Yeah, or straitjacket. Oh, we'll be here, Annie. And Jay Ridley, hello. But yeah, that's what people sees when you say mental health.
Yeah.
They see that. Yeah. And what they don't see is that it affects just about everyone in some form or fashion, some more than others. And so, I think you're right. I'm glad that it's been brought to the forefront more.
Yeah, more people are more comfortable about talking about it. All the stereotypes and visions of asylums and that. When in reality, it's just normal people. Like, you could see the happy, you might see the person who looks like they've got it all: the money, the job, the beauty, the white picket fence and everything. But inside, they're broken.
Yeah.
And the person who you see who's not got nothing but just a roof over their house, and that could be the most content person in the world. You can't judge a book by its cover. A lot of people put a mask on. Like, I know that Gary won't mind me saying this, but Gary, when he's feeling anxious, he's having an anxiety, because he has anxiety, and that I do as well. When he's feeling anxious, he tends to act the goof. He tends to be more goofy and to try and make people laugh more to help him get out of that mood. And
Well, I made the comment about that. I've been acting my whole life, and that's kind of what most people do. Yeah, you're told to put on that brave face. You can't brave. People are dependent on you.
Grow a backbone.
Yeah. Robin Williams, that's a great example. Yes. Yeah. And we need to make it where people can feel comfortable saying, hey, I need a break. Or I need help.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if you saw this comment.
Thank you. Thank you, Hen. I've literally, after that rant that I had yesterday, which was 7-hour long stream, by the way, biggest one I've ever done, I feel lighter. I feel better, being able to talk about it and the amount of people who came to support and show love. I'm so grateful to everybody who did that. And I got Tammy this way. Tammy came on the stream. I was so pleased to see you. That's what that literally made the whole stream. How do you do that?
It made me feel great just to see y'all and talk to you.
No, it was awesome. And so I've not laughed that much in ages. Like, the beginning of that rant stream was so emotional, and there was toxicity around talking about that subject, because that person, I shouldn't let people get to me, but I'm a sensitive person. I'm not gonna. That's never gonna change. People say, "Oh, you can't please everybody." I know that, but words hit me. People say words don't hurt, but words do hurt.
Yes, they do.
And that's just the way I am. And when she turned around and said, "You failed," because the amount of times when I was going through depression and I told myself that I was a failure, the amount of times, the journey that I had to do to convince myself that I wasn't a failure, and then for somebody to say that about you, it's like, wow.
It's just mean. What we were talking yesterday, I said several times yesterday, if you won't say it to someone's face, what makes you think it's okay to type it?
They're brave.
That she could have caused so much damage. Yeah. Not just with you, but with the other people on the stream. Yeah, you're right, Ann.
Yeah.
And Pam said the pen is mightier than the sword. Then you know what? They don't say that for no reason. Words have power. And that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're brave behind that keyboard.
Oh, yeah. And you hear it all the time from different people who have where people can respond to them stuff, or celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
It's some of the most vile, horrible things said to people.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't say that in real life to people, or somebody knocked the shit out of you. I know somebody walked up to me and said that. They be toting their teeth back with them. I'd be kicking my flip-flops off.
Get my nails. My nails.
But yeah, she was the one who failed. Not
she
you.
was. I'm just a man. I don't want to put myself down, but I'm just easily knocked by people, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, somebody says something ugly to me or mean, especially about something I've done. Something where you're trying to help others, and then they put you down and say something like that. I'm bawling.
Yeah.
It's just, and like Christy said, that the foul email that was received could have really affected those that spoke. Yeah, and that's so true.
Yeah, because people were really, really vulnerable on that stream. Especially Kirsty herself and Zod, and I'm proud of them both. And there's people in the chat that was opening up and saying things that they never told people before. And I'm so proud of you guys that did that. If any of you are in this chat now, you don't understand like that. All power to you, because it gives you power when you're able to talk and open up about that. And then when you get somebody who's literally like a psychic, I call them psychic vampires, they drain your energy. And that's probably why I felt so shit this morning. Because my energy was so low.
Well, and stuff like that can affect you for a long time. Even though you might get past the initial hurt, the effect can show up in other ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you some of the people that spoke, DJ, wasn't that the first time he had spoke publicly about it?
Who?
DJ or
DJ?
Yeah. Yeah, and what if she had said that to him?
Yeah.
I wonder if she'd have went privately and was like, well, it's more women that are abused than men. You don't have no business talking. You failed.
Yeah.
That is an uneducated douche nipple. Just saying.
Hi, Nikki. It's okay. We haven't been going too long. But yeah, it's just uncalled for. And like Pam says here, she hadn't spoken out much either. It's hard for people to speak out.
It is. It's a big step to be able to go from keeping that within you to be able to convey it and literally take your power back. Because when you've been through DV, it can affect your mental health in a really big way. It did with me both times. The first time I was so vulnerable that I ended up straight in another DV relationship. Then my mental health was fucked again. But people don't understand. Some people who have not been through DV or don't even though I've been through DV with a guy, don't mean that I'm gonna assume that only women do. Like, I've seen men around me who have been in DV relationships. This community that majority of us are from, because I know that you mainly cover Johnny Depp here on this channel, is from a community where we're supporting a guy who's been through DV and wasn't believed.
Yeah.
Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them I'm Johnny Depp, a victim of DVT, and he believes you. Do you know what I mean?
Well, for anyone, it's hard. But for men especially, I don't know how guys are raised in the UK, but especially here in the South, they're raised from the time they're little. Don't cry. Don't show your emotions. Be tough. Look at who the role models, all the action stars and the athletes. They're put up on these pedestals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for a man, it's very hard.
That's exactly the way it is over here as well for a lot of guys. And it's very hard to open up, and that's why, like, obviously, it's not the normal thing that you see a girl who likes boxing, but I was trying to tell me backstage that I'm a big supporter of Tyson Fury. He's from Manchester, and he won his biggest fight of his career last night, and he suffered seriously with mental health, alcoholism, drug addiction, obesity. He was 350 pounds. And he is a tall dude. He's 6'9". And he went from that to switching it all around. He was nearly at the point of unaliving himself. And he switched all that around. And he's a big advocate for mental health. He talks about it openly, that mental health is real and that people go through it. And it's good to see that from somebody who's a man and a fighter, a huge dude, probably the best heavyweight champion of this era, and to be able to be vulnerable and tell people, like, I was at my breaking point, and people need to be more kind, and it don't take a minute to send a message to a loved one and say, "Are you okay?" It's amazing that people like him do that.
I know. But what I wonder is how much mainstream media will push that narrative, tell his story.
Well, they are.
Or will they? Do they?
Yeah,
Good.
He was actually awarded. I can't remember when it was, but he was awarded an award regarding a mental health advocacy as well. I think that was in the UK. I think it was like this year or last year. But yeah, they are, like, literally. And every time he has a chance to do any interviews, he talks about it constantly. So they have no choice.
Quickly to change the subject, Gia, thank you. Pray that when my biopsy comes back, it's not the big C. Sending you a lot of love, sending prayers. Let us know how you're doing, Gia. Yeah. You're loved here, and you've got a lot of people. Got a lot of people that care so much here, and we'll be praying for you. And here, yes, perfect time. Boobies. Leave it to him.
That's our word on her channel when things get too serious and heavy. Somebody shouts, "Boobies!"
And we can, that's what these streams are. I said from the beginning when we started doing these, I didn't want them to be too serious. I just wanted us to have a good time. A good way to end the week. Jason says, "Where?"
They're elusive.
Oh goodness. I'll call your babies in and raise you Willie. A Willie raised is always a happy Willie. Oh Oh my goodness.
Barmy bunch.
Raising Willies. Haven't done that for a while. You ain't the only one, hen.
I feel your pain.
Oh, Daddy got movies. Okay. Somebody asked earlier, and we never did get to answering it. Gary is possibly sleeping.
Yeah.
So that's where he's at.
Yeah, I think he's asleep. I think that he had to lie down, like, because we was literally up all night. Like I said, watching that what's it called, the fight. So
Yeah.
well, it was up all night.
Well, I
for
heard
me.
a lot of people say it was real good.
It's amazing. It was really good.
I was
I
fighting
didn't
a top.
know anything about it.
Yeah, it's so good. And Gary was supporting Fury as well, even though Wilder is American. He was supporting Fury.
Boobies are good for so many things, aren't they?
Was that the dude because carry him around for a while?
Goodness. One thing that I definitely want to make sure I get in before we're through today. I don't know how many people saw the video I did earlier. It was an interview that Kevin Eugene Smith did, and he's really trying to push Minamata being released in the U.S.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have it ready when I did the video, but I'm going to put it in the chat. So y'all be talking, but I'm going to put in MGM's phone number and their address. Everybody needs to be blowing them up. Let them know, hey, why are you not releasing Minamata? This is an important film.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be putting it in the chat.
It's very important. It's very powerful. It's very emotional as well. You're gonna love it.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
And well, you'll have to let me know, like, when you want to watch it.
Yeah.
And I'll put it on a private stream.
But it shouldn't have to be that way.
I know.
I'll enjoy doing it, but there's a lot of people. This could be an Oscar-worthy movie from everything I've heard. And there's a lot of people in the U.S. that would go see it.
They would. And he should be getting awards for it. He does an amazing performance.
Yeah. And so
I watched it twice too.
It's just infuriating.
It is. And the idiots don't realize how much money they would make. It seems to be about money. And they don't. Johnny Depp supporters would do it just for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then they may pay for it on some stream thing and not even watch it. But just because Johnny's in it. And they would make so much money because, to me, that's all they care about. Sorta, because they keep the other one in shit, and I don't understand it, but it just boggles my mind. It seems, they come out with fake numbers and all this stuff, trying to tell people, oh, we made this much money, when in reality they haven't, but they would if they released Johnny.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and it is a powerful movie. It is powerful, and he's so good in it. And it's a story that needs to be told, regardless of him being in it, because it's still happening.
Yeah, I mean, the storyline. Leave out Johnny Depp. Leave out anyone in the movie. The story itself needs to be told. Yeah. And like he said in that interview, the Eileen, I forget her last name, but she was his partner, his father's partner. She released that movie or gave it to MGM in good faith. And they're screwing us. Just like the people in Minamata were. Hi, JFD.
Hey, Tiffany, JFD.
Hey.
Yeah. Nikki said the sad thing is so many people are still suffering the effects from their parents having problems to this day. I watched about it on History. Yeah, there's still survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, and you're right. But it's been released all over the world. That's what kills me.
I was just replying to Hen's comment that she left on my stream.
Yeah. That's fun.
That's so
Oh, Jeff D's in Washington, D.C. Be careful.
What's going on? I'm having a cig.
You're having a cig? I am too.
Yeah, Johnny is guys outside when I have one.
Oh, but yeah, I wanted to make sure I got that into the stream. So it's in the comments there, and everybody contact them.
If you wrap the stream up on a separate device, you could pin it. If you just hold when you go on it, the little three dots, it'll give you an option to remove, report, or pin.
Yeah.
So then you can keep reminding people.
Yeah, I'll pin it.
I think you wanted, by the way. Yeah.
Huh?
So that's if you wanted to pin it. I didn't mean it in a way.
Yeah, I did. I just couldn't remember how to do it. And see, Rose is saying Minamata is doing well in Japan.
Yeah, I think it's doing well over here as well. But I couldn't go and see it in the cinema. Like a lot of cinemas weren't showing it. I had to watch it on Amazon Prime. Hey DJ H, Darren.
Hey Darren.
Christy, I don't think we are. Grandpa, do you know we're not able to stream that or buy it here, are we?
No.
I didn't think we were. And we've got no options to it in the U.S.
Well, you do.
Oh,
Sail 7 seas. This is my son, Harley.
Hi, Panda son.
Tammy Keely.
Hello, Tammy Keely.
Hi. Good-looking young man.
Thank you.
Blush.
He said you're gonna make him blush.
Hi, DJ. Had so much fun talking to you yesterday.
Yeah, I love DJ H. He's lovely. He has lovely energy.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating, Kirsty. I mean, what amazes me, I know that for the past several years, Johnny's been canceled, for lack of a better word, because of all the crap. Yes. But it's been obvious over the past year, even watching mainstream media, the tide's turning, the truth is coming out, and more people support Johnny than they do her. So I agree with whoever said that it was about Japan. They're just using him as a scapegoat because he's a proven moneymaker.
Yeah,
and then the story itself would be a proven moneymaker.
When you watch it yourself, you'll see that quite possibly it might, even though it's been shown in Japan, I think that there's a possibility that it could be politically related as well, because there's like the people in, I don't like, obviously it's historical events, so it's not like really spoiling it, but the people in it who got sick, they said that that sickness has been it's been gone, for so many years, but there's people who are actually still sick with it.
Yeah,
people who are alive now are still going through that same illness.
Yeah,
that's fucking horrible.
Is it something that's passed on that they cannot cure? That it's passed on?
I don't know the science behind it. Whether it's people in getting it from the parents or from the fish still.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I know there's people that's still alive that are still feeling the effects of it. And so I imagine families, even if it isn't past, we all know what it's like to care for a loved one who's ill or affected in some way. So, yeah, it definitely affects them, even if not directly. That I wondered if that might be it. The Flint, Michigan water situation. I wondered about that.
Huh.
Yeah. That was a big thing here. Okay. Gina says it's not genetic, but it affects babies in utero.
Yeah, well, there you go then.
Yeah.
And this was like in the 60s. So people must be still being affected by the water then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if that was in the 60s, I mean, I was born 5 days into 1970. So it would have been easy for a child of my age to be affected.
Yeah.
Let's see. Christy says, okay, so if Johnny Depp wins his case, scrap that, when Johnny wins his case, it would be a great film to make. But who the heck could play Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Johnny.
Who could play Johnny? Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of who would make a good Johnny Depp.
No, me neither.
Except for Johnny Depp.
He's on his own league, isn't he?
Yeah. He is like one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
He's a rare human being.
Yeah.
You know, if the world was filled with people like him, God, this would be a great place.
Oh, yeah. Yep. The thing I admire about him is he never let Hollywood change him. He's been the same the whole time.
His son? That'd be a good one, yeah.
Yeah, perhaps. And his dog, well, that would be weird. Never mind. Creepy.
Yeah, Jenny, I think he is writing a book, isn't he?
Johnny is?
What is that?
Or, right. Seems like I saw something about that too. I can't remember what it was. I know they're doing the hit pieces about it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I know he got
3 documentaries being made, and 2 of them are hit pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrie Louise said Tom Hardy could do the role. If Johnny Depp is Harry.
According to Warner Bros, Mickelson can do a good Johnny Depp.
No offense to Mickelson, but really.
Sorry, I had to.
Echo Spice says, I know JD was writing. He said in an interview, not sure if it's a book or lyrics, though, but I'm good with either. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Linda said, Jenny Goodman, I remember that too, how he wrote until his eyes were so filled with tears he couldn't see. Can't remember where it was. Wasn't that right after the split? I think. I don't.
Not sure.
Have I seen Fanta's bed photo? Fanta?
My what? My what?
Your bed photo?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
or is there something you need to come clean about?
Well, they need to somebody needs to tell me what it is so I can.
Well, just call me. Hannah's apparently seen it.
That light that used to look like an angel above your head now looks like a small
head or something.
It used to look like an angel, but now it looks like something else.
I know.
That's in a man's crotch, kind of.
The one, What?
No,
Behind me.
Tammy, the light behind Tammy.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what in the hell are you looking at? 'Cause tell me where it is, girl. Tell me where it is.
Oh, it was just a trap for Fanta. Hi, Doris. And I believe, let's see, who else came in? I believe it was Leanne. I don't know if I said hello to you. Okay. Jason said, Mama is about broke our bed. Just see the StreamYard duck above Fanta's head. Yeah, there is a StreamYard duck above your head.
Oh,
Quack, quack.
Yeah, making quackers.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Johnny Depp trap, not Fanta trap.
Oh, okay. I know what she's talking about now. I can't share it though. I went through. I'm on my phone, so. Yes. No, I can't.
I was just making sure you hadn't started a new career that we didn't know about.
Not yet. Not yet. I'll send all your invites to my OnlyFans if I ever make one. With feet and ears.
I found out that my nephew has an OnlyFans.
Oh.
Do y'all know how awkward that is?
Well, do you use OnlyFans?
He has an OnlyFans.
Wow.
What?
It's a people. I know that there's people who use it who get a hell of a lot of money for it. You know.
Mm-hmm. He's quit his job.
Go in. Oh,
if you look back in your background, like if you apply for a job or you're doing a job and they find out, they'll fire you. They've done it before. So
Well, I'll tell you this. When he was growing up, he won several contests for looking just like Harry Potter.
Oh.
He still looks like him.
Daniel Radcliffe, whatever he's called.
Don't say his name. Don't say his name, Tammy.
No, good God, no. It's already awkward finding out.
Harry Potter's kind of cute.
DJ Records Sound said maybe she's drawing something for OnlyFans.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a big block.
Oh God.
No, I'm drawing this.
Wow.
Very pretty.
Thank you.
That is so cool. I wish I had
that was like my
artistic
mind when I got that email.
That's what. Oh my God, that's what I was kind of thinking.
It was scrambled.
Yes, that's the one.
Just saw some pics of Minamata Vix and a comment that these survivors are one of the last generations that lived and can report on Minamata firsthand. Therefore, the movie is so important. You're right. Yeah.
Yes.
Darcy's Lego porn. Oh, Rose is watching Hocus Pocus. Have I seen Fanta's bed on Twitter? Let me tell you, your bed is pretty popular.
She sent it to you. She wants you to show it.
Oh, okay.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
Let's see here.
Lost his stuff. He cracked up so hard.
Oh God. Kind of afraid to look.
It's not. It's not.
Let's see. Let's see. I know I'm slow. Twatter. pull up. Oh, for God's sake. What on earth? I opened this. Now hear my doggy?
Yep.
Wouldn't be a stream without her hollering. Or my kid hollering.
I will be heard.
Dar said we all see the bed.
This one.
Oh my God. Let's see, my stupid thing is. All right. We'll have to imagine Fanta's bed. It's not pulling up for me. Everybody picture Fanta's bed.
Don't.
Tell me what you see.
Well, if it's a shop, I'm imagining like a little box over the top with like a stick.
Okay, I'll tell you what it is. It is a big box with a stick. We're bed, and it says, "Now I'm ready when Johnny Depp stops by."
They don't call me psychic enough.
Oh God. Well, I'll just tell you, there's not a very small part of me that just hopes that one day Johnny will watch one of my videos, see one of his streams, give me and say, "Come on, baby." Yes, where's Terry when you need her? It looked like a huge mouse trap.
Yeah, it did.
Suspension ropes over it. Those are for athletics after.
That's warm up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, Linda Taylor sent it to you, Keely. Keely is still my secretary.
Yeah, I'm Tony's PA. I'm
That's
Gary's
right.
PA.
She knows what she's doing. I barely know my name. Wrestling ring ropes and turnbuckles.
Trampolines, ball pits.
Sounds like fun.
Here we go. 1 second.
I'm sitting here picturing it, y'all. Sorry. Hi, Nicole. From Canada. Okay, she sent it to you.
Yeah, she sent it me, but it's a link, and the link takes me just to my messages. If that makes sense.
Mine wasn't doing anything either.
Let me show you.
Right turn, Claude. Oh God, I'm old enough to remember that movie.
Yeah.
So
that's what it did on mine. One ball pit at least. Or ball
when I click
pit.
link, it just goes back to the thing. It just
what it did on mine. Yay, I'm not technically inept.
Yeah, she sent me the photo now.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
That is pretty much what I was picturing in my mind as well.
Oh my God. Hi, Dorothy.
Hey, Jackie.
For real. Oh my God. Yeah, Nikki, I'll send you all that MGM info. You need a guitar on the bed as bait, Santa.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll move it somehow.
And a bottle of rum. Or a glass of wine.
And some fast food. Isn't that what he loves? Seems like I saw somewhere he likes greasy fast food. That's like his favorite.
Huh.
Gallup says, I do think Johnny would complain. Hen said she'll be the bait.
Wouldn't matter. Have a gag. You go, I'll be all, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Just close your eyes and go to your happy place.
Rose said, speaking of Johnny, we have a place, the Alice, that they are doing a live Alice in Wonderland tea party. Gonna do it in a couple of weeks. Oh, that sounds neat.
Wow.
That sounds. I don't think Johnny would complain. Gallup said. Me too, Hen. You know, I told you about my dream. Remember that dream I had? That he flew me, you, and Gary and Rob to his island. That. Yeah. I didn't tell you everything that happened.
Was it a real dream?
Not to me.
I've had one or two about it.
Everybody else. Needless to say, I was smiling.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hey, Jay. Linda said, Fanta, I hope it's a spare bed. I'm just imagining it falling down in the night. I'd make an Amber out of fear.
I'll try.
Got any spare ass laying around?
Midnight munchie. I'm actually starting to feel a bit peckish now, you know, and I've not ate all day, so I shouldn't eat at this time of night, but I might do food in a minute. I'm bloody starving now. It's just my appetite's come all of a sudden.
Get you some chicken or something.
Huh?
Or crisps. Sorry.
Crisps. I got some Pringles.
When we get through, I'm going to have something to eat. I haven't ate anything all day.
I haven't either.
No, I've done nothing.
Jason just had toast. Well, bye, Doris. Have a good day. Evening, night, whatever it is. Oh, Jane's waving. Hi. Or she said, I'm sitting here waving at you when you said hello.
Hi.
Yes, have some sexy toast, Jason.
Yeah.
Don't mention the Pringles. Is there something I should know?
It's a running joke on Hen's streams that she and tell it. I don't want to tell it.
Let's see. Gina said she had jackets with cottage cheese.
Jackets with baked potatoes.
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is. I'm not a fan of cottage cheese, but a lot of people like it in a jacket potato. It's like very creamy and sour, and clumpy. It's like, but I'm not a fan of it. I do like normal cheese with onion in a jacket potato.
Pringles.
I was thinking, yeah, because they're over there. They're like looking at me, they're winking at me. Like, I know you're hungry, but I'm trying to leave them.
She's not telling either.
Linda had a craving for white sticky rice. So all she had for dinner was a bowl of rice. How adult of her.
Well, that's the best thing about being an adult is that you can make what the fuck you want. And
that's right. Rose said we have cottage cheese pierogies.
That sounds interesting.
Now everyone can know what Pringles mean. And let's see.
Oh, you got nothing?
Planet O'Queen put up some good information if anybody needs it. Go on, Keely. You know you want to.
They can stay over there for a minute.
Yeah, I loved seeing his vinyls yesterday. That was so awesome.
Hopefully,
man.
DJH, I'll ask you out loud now. Are you here? If you'd come back on the stream on Fridays as well.
Yeah, I'd like to have him on sometimes too. But y'all know me, I don't stream very much.
I know that Keely, you had mentioned it to me. I don't have any personal history with DV, but I have the VA. But I witnessed DV. I just wanted to, let you know that would that be helpful to you? What I can bring, or
definitely, because it's actually witnessing DV is a part of it. Like it affects you in a type of way, and another aspect of it is like support when you've had to support somebody who's been through DV on the aftermath. Do you know what I mean? And like people don't know necessarily how to support somebody in that way if you're not a professional. Do you know what I mean? And that's really important. But yeah, you can come if you want to.
We think about children that have grown up seeing their parents going through that.
That's where my witnessing comes from. I was a little kid.
And it's got to, I'm sure it affected you emotionally, right? Mm-hmm. And see, that's something that you can share with others that might help someone, like she said, that's having to support someone with it or that's seeing it. They can know they're not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a great way.
Yeah. Definitely.
Thank you.
I got this, by the way, today.
Yeah. The book of answers.
So it's like oracle cards, but it's a book. So you think of a question, or you ask a question, and then you're opening it, and it gives you an answer to your question.
Okay, well, let's just do this right now. I have a question.
Okay.
I'm not going to share it. Tell me what it said.
Okay, do you want me to just open it up somewhere? You said I'm not going to share it, did you say? Keep it to yourself?
What does it say?
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Well, that didn't answer it. Yeah, it is another type of trauma.
Yeah, it is. And it can cause PTSD, it can cause flashbacks, and it can affect you like growing up as an adult. These children that have witnessed that and they grew up to either repeat the cycle or to be a victim themselves because that's what they known. And to some people it's just a case of that you was able to get the right support throughout your life or whatever, and you was fine, thankfully. It can affect people in different ways.
Yeah, that's the thing with any kind of violence, whether it be physical, mental, verbal, whatever, it's still abuse. And even if you're not the one that's being directed to or that it's happening to, if you love or care about a person that it's happening to, what they go through affects you.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, it's definitely important to shine a light on.
Yeah, that's what I want. Different. The whole point is to have an honest conversation. It isn't like you've seen the first one, and there isn't like a big structured thing for it. It's about just having an honest conversation without the feeling of judgment or the feeling of taboo. And so people can feel like that they can do that, but obviously to the point where you feel comfortable, the people who are doing it on the panel. I don't want anyone feeling uncomfortable, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like she's about certain things, words, actions trigger an unexpected way. Something like what you're doing here, Keely. Somebody may go into it not even expecting it to trigger them or to do anything for them. And they might hear something that they can relate to totally. And it be a way for them to open up and to start healing.
Yeah, well, that's what I did expect. Like, I don't know if for the people who was in the chat, they was finding that courage to open up. Just in the chat, and I was like, there's a few people said, I've never told anyone this. Excuse me, drinking pop. I never told anybody this, but I feel comfortable enough to do that, and I'm like, it was a really powerful thing.
What you're doing is good.
That's why I was so angry that woman tries to shit on it. I was like, you
put trigger warnings on it, don't you? And then you said several times throughout.
Yes, and I kept putting it in the chat myself, but Chevy said that she's going to be in this one on Friday in the chat, so keep sharing the links and keep reminding people it's the trigger warnings and stuff.
Yeah, well, she's good.
I've been to several therapists, probably everybody in this area. And I don't think I've ever opened up to them the way I've opened up to this community.
Same.
Yeah.
I went to a professional. Last time I went to one was when my eldest daughter was a few months old. I had to stop going because you couldn't take children in with you. It was in like a mental health hospital, but it's an appointment to go on. Like, it's like cognitive behavioral therapy, or whatever it's called. Anyway, I had to stop going because they wouldn't let me take my daughter in. They had no childcare. But it weren't working anyway. All they want you to do is to relive it. And how, like, for example, I have chronic depression, which I've had since I was 12, and it comes and goes. And she said to me, what do you think causes your depression? Like, I can't answer that because it could be just somebody giving me a funny look in the street, like. And it will set me off. It'll put me in a proper down, low mood for the rest of the day. And even though that person was probably frowning at something behind me, or maybe they was just having a shit day. Like with chronic depression, it's the mildest and the most severe depression going, because you can live every day like you're fine, and then one day it'll just hit you, and you'll go from being fine to be on the floor instantly.
Yeah, I've had times where depression hit me, and I honestly didn't know what caused it. Maybe not at the time. Later on I may have recognized what it was, but there have been times that it just come over me, and there's nothing you can do when it hits, and it's hard to explain to people. If they've never dealt with it, they don't know what you're talking about or what you're going through.
I was just replying to David AD. She was just saying, that's right, Keela. The chat was very supportive and respectful. Whether Cherry Cave was there or not, I don't think it would have mattered. But she's going to be in the chat for this next one. just to mod and to give people the links and stuff if they require it. If there might be somebody watching who is lurking and not commenting, who is currently going through DV themselves, and just having them links, it could really help.
Yeah.
Really.
And Christian said her anxiety kicks off and she freaks. Yeah. I go through that. I have very bad anxiety issues, and it can come on out of nowhere. I've always been the type of person, never met a stranger, would talk to anybody. That's why I made such a good living as a server. And then when the anxiety started with me, well, I think I've told this several times, I suddenly became afraid to leave my house. And I knew that didn't make sense. But I couldn't make myself do it.
Like, in your mind, it's not rational. Like, that you'll be fine. Like, for example, like, I suffer with, I don't know I don't know the actual proper term, but I have all different kinds of anxiety, but one of them is lateness anxiety. If I'm running late somewhere, I get really bad anxiety. I hate being late. I know that might sound like it's a very generalized thing, but what I mean is it'll get to the point where I'll start getting palpitations and not being able to breathe. If there's anybody with me, I'll snap at them. Which is horrible if I've got my children with me. I'm like, come on, Will. Like, especially if it's in the morning. And because anxiety does represent itself in being snappy to people sometimes. Like, you can take it out on the person around you, which is horrible, not okay. But that is one of the things. It's all different. People think of anxiety attacks not being able to breathe and getting palpitations, whereas it can be in different ways. It can be not looking after yourself. It can be shutting yourself away from the world. It can be an anxiety attack could be just where like how I know Gary's had anxiety attacks this way, where he is just literally putting on the most goofiest thing that he can to try and fight that anxiety feeling. There's people who get angry when they have an anxiety attack. There's people who cry. There's people who throw up. It's not what everyone thinks it looks like. There's not one box.
Yeah. Well, it affects everybody. She's having a bad panic attack. She refolds all her socks or t-shirts. So, it can affect people in different ways, and you find different ways to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you was on the stream or not, Tammy, when I was saying this. I can't remember which stream I said it on, but I was explaining that when I have my anxiety attacks now, one of the things that I've learned to do is to find, pick 5 colours and find a thing that represents each that colour. That panic attack, I was out walking, so I was like thinking of the colour red, and I was looking around, I was like, red car, red friends, red sign, and then I was thinking that colour black road, blah, 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 blah. And it distracted me because the brain is very easy to trick. So, as an example, telling yourself it's the end of the world just because you're running late somewhere, you're tricking your mind to think that way. It's easy to trick your mind by just doing putting a little thing in place like this.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Don't work for everyone. Not everything works for everybody.
Yeah. You have to find what works for you.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good thing to maybe try. May work for you, may not. DJ says he can become either completely withdrawn or become a male Karen. Yeah. Issa says all on how you control your thoughts to calm you down. It used to happen out of nowhere in the middle of the night. Yeah. About a week ago, I just was having them every day out of nowhere. Rose said, I think biggest misconception, people who've never been through abuse or DV, we don't handle normal stress and anxiety and emotional things the same.
Yeah.
You're right. It does change how you handle things.
Yeah, you can very easily, go to the worst possible situation, when in your mind. Even something as random as like some people have extreme anxiety. Like you feel like that if you walk over a bridge, you're gonna fall off, even though there's a fence there. There's just anxiety. Like my mum has anxiety when there's birds around her. And that's a phobia as well, but she gets palpitation. She has an anxiety attack when she has birds flapping near her. Hey, Tanya. And everyone's
It's the gal that said you need to remember to take time for yourself. Yeah. And like you said, with the birds, where somebody might be standing with her, it not bother them, but for her, it causes an anxiety attack.
I know. When we were kids, me and my brothers used to wind her up.
Oh God!
There was a time we took a baby bird in the house because we wanted to save it. We wanted to nurse it back to health, and we got it in a box. It was like, Mom, yeah, look at this. I want to nurse it back to health. She's like, what is it? I was showing and she went, now as an adult, I don't feel bad about that, but as a kid, I found it like so funny.
Oh God, I got so tickled at my daughter. And this is all I can picture talking about the birds. When we went to Gulf Shores, my granddaughter had a peanut butter sandwich. My daughter has always been afraid of birds. And of course, there's seagulls everywhere. And she decides to try to feed one for some reason. Well, the seagulls start flocking around her as she freaks out, knocks my granddaughter over.
Oh,
my granddaughter gets up and slams her sandwich. I couldn't do anything but laugh.
I know you can't help it in that moment. It's funny to watch, though, isn't it? But at the same time, you do feel bad.
And that's all. Every time somebody talks about birds, that's all I can picture in my head is my granddaughter slamming that sandwich down.
She just threw her to the bird.
Like, piss on this. He just said, but yet I can get pissed drunk and have no anxiety. I can do that sometimes too. And then sometimes I can get pissed drunk and become very anxious because I've gotten drunk and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, pray.
When I get drunk, maybe you'll see me on a stream be drunk, maybe on my birthday or Christmas. I get really loud and bubbly. I go like,
yeah.
So I'm normally really quiet and I just go really loud when I've had a drink.
Rosa, she used to drink just so she felt like she was living, but now not so much anymore. And that is one thing. Alcohol and so many other things can be a coping mechanism. And that's why I think what you're doing is so important. Definitely, mine is personally. Yeah, because we cope. Each of us cope in our own way.
Exactly.
And some ways are good, some ways are bad. So I think that just having a place where you can be comfortable to open up, get it off your chest. They all, in everything, in self-improvement thing or any self-help thing, they always say write it down.
Yeah.
When you're talking or typing it on the keyboard, you're releasing that.
Yeah, it's like taking it off your shoulders and becoming lighter. It's. I know it's a hard subject. It's emotional and all that, but I mean, I think people need a place to do that. Yeah, people need a place to do that. I enjoy vacation, JFD. I was call it in the UK your holiday. We call it a holiday.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself.
A jolly holiday.
And I noticed her saying something earlier about being in Virginia. Is she preparing for her? She's already marking her spot for the trial.
I know she's like, I bitch staying all the little bells. Like, where can I stay? Well, I'll be good for you.
She's putting her sign right there. It's a TFD spot.
Like the moon landing.
Put her flag down.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to wind up in a few minutes because I promised Keely we wouldn't go past 6. And it's like 8 minutes till. And honestly, since I didn't sleep last night, I'm not on top of my game today.
Me neither. Well, I didn't have a lot of sleep last night either.
Yeah. So.
Well, maybe next time everybody will be rested and fed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, up until yesterday, I had no idea I was going to do this today. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were all excited when we saw it.
It was last night on the stream. Yesterday on the stream, wasn't it? Someone said, "Oh, you could do Sunday night talks." So it was like, "What about this week?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay."
I mean, I think it was Nikki that asked, and I know I get asked all the time. This has always been a popular stream.
Yeah,
people enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I love doing
it. Whether I'm up here or in chat, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, I saw your message and I'm like, yes, thank you. And I was like, I just confirmed I'm going to be on a live stream. Got to get home.
Aww.
Linda said, so you're not attempting to do a repeat of yesterday's stream. No. No. Fact, by the time I went and peed, I think I was there for an hour.
That must be some big bloody girl.
Oh, I thought I was going to die before I got there. And then when DJ and Gary were doing that plop plop thing, I thought I was going to float away over here. Oh, but it was so much fun. I had a really great time. Oh, thank you, Di.
I could not.
I love you guys, all of you. Yeah, and like Kirsty said, some of us have kids to get to school in the morning. And yeah, so it's midnight over there where she's at. It's almost 6 here, so. Let's Tuesday. Next Tuesday night. Aww. Thank you, Carol. Boobs, penis, boobs.
Boobs. Jinx.
Jeff, you got to see the changing of the guard at the unnamed soldier tomb. My daughter got to see that when they did the Washington trip in 6th grade. Yes, I do hope everyone knows how to have awesome sleeps and naughty dreams. What is Squid Games? I've never heard of that.
It's on Netflix. It is so good. You need to watch it.
What is it?
It's a show. It's basically it's a Korean show, but they have English voiceover. But the voiceover is really good anyway. And basically, I'm gonna kind of spoil the first episode a little bit, so you can understand what it's about. Spoiler warning. But in the first episode, it's about people who are who are in debt or don't have a lot of money or they're bankrupt or whatever. And then they are approached by this guy, and he has this. He says, "Do you want to play this game? If you can flip this card over with this other card, you win such an amount of money. But if you lose, you've got to pay me that money." So they do it. And the guy, he loses, so he said, right, you've got to pay me the money now. And he says, I ain't got any money. He said, right, okay, then let me smack you across the face, and you can go again if you want. So that's what they was doing. And then he ended, after about 6 goals, he won it. He won the money. And then the guy gives him a card and says, there's a game where you can go to where a lot of people go to, there's only a few spaces left, where you can win a lot of money. It'll change your life forever. If you're interested, here's this card. Anyway, he rings it, he goes, but the actual games themselves, let's just say that they're life or death kind of games.
Wow.
Is this a reality show?
No, it's not a reality show. It's a drama.
It's a drama.
Okay. My son watches it, my youngest.
Yeah.
I've never heard, which I don't watch TV.
Well, I watch more on my laptop.
I watch YouTube.
Yeah, that's about all I watch. And short, quick videos.
Yeah.
I'll turn on something long if I'm like getting ready or doing something, but I just don't. I don't watch TV anymore. Let's see, Kirsty, have Americans ever had a summer's party? Boys, UK girls have a scream at one of them.
So Ansem is basically a shop that sells things that are for pleasure in a sexual way, such as toys and stuff. It's basically, so then when you have as a party, it's like a sex party, but not actual sex.
Yeah.
It's like where you have like somebody who's basically selling all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What do we call them, Tammy? We have a word. It's not coming to me.
Fun.
Like, we have those. There was one. Can I tell you this real quick? I was at one, and the woman showing you all the goodies and bobs, battery operated boyfriends. She took out a sheet of questions, and if you had done what she asked, you had to move around. I moved twice, and there were people sitting on me and went around 3 or 4 times. I'm like, oh my word. I don't know if that makes me boring or what, but some of that stuff. And we lost my friend's mom because they had this gel. We lost her. We're looking for her, and we found her on the washing machine.
Was there a buzzing going on?
It wasn't even me.
We usually have a lot of alcohol at these parties too.
I don't know. I've never been to one, but I know about it.
I haven't been to one in a while, but they are fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that place over in Florence still open, Santa? You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
I wondered if it was still open.
Near downtown?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
I was with my daughter. I was with my daughter, and we went in there. Neither one of us knew that was in the back.
I went in one in Birmingham, and all I could do was giggle, point and giggle.
I went in a
That's all I jumper cable.
Smoke shop in Florida, and so it's legal there, marijuana. It's not here. And so I'm walking around just like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. And so, I'm not paying attention to what's in front of me. I'm looking at all the beauty.
Yeah.
And I walked through a door, and there were just dogs everywhere, as far as I could see.
That was a true field of dreams.
I was like, what just happened?
If you build it, they will come.
Like, this changed. Maybe I got high in there. I don't know.
She got a contact.
I've never seen. I remember there used to be one. We had one that was in a flea market.
Galaxy.
Flea market was in Galaxy. It was in chicken coops.
Yeah. You go to the second building and it's like
at the very back. I went in there. They had a blow up sheep.
Welcome to Alabama, y'all.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff was so dusty and the package was yellowish and it's like, ooh.
I went in there and got a gag gift for one of my bosses, and we had made him we'd had him a boob cake made, and I remember driving down the road and I got to speeding and I passed a state trooper and I was like, oh shit, don't pull me over. I got this boob cake sitting here and a very vulgar gag gift sitting there.
Well, for my friends, go ahead.
I thought if I had a wreck, my mother would kill me.
Well, we found this. We don't know what she was up to. But
apparently she was happy.
Yeah. No change of underwear. Didn't need it.
It's called a magic wand for a reason.
I made a cake for my friend for her bachelorette party, and it was not a boob cake. It was a male's nether regions. And I found a little pump with a tube, and I put it there, and then I went to Ford City Foodland and got donut glaze from the deli. And when she bent down to blow the candles out, I squeezed it. I had a picture somewhere. It was great.
Oh my God. Well, y'all, we're going to end with DJ's little scene here. Customer at the pawn shop. Can I try the red one up on the wall? Clerk. Ma'am, that's the fire extinguisher.
He's so funny. I love that joke.
I think it's a great place to end. And there's a lot more good ones in the chat. So y'all just read all those ones when we leave. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who showed up in the chat. It's great to be back.
Yes. We're so glad you are.
I'm just glad y'all are here.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for coming back to us. I
can't stay away too long. And Keely, you was on my first stream, so it's only appropriate that you were on my first stream back. So Garen pissed at him though. I'll let him slide since you kept him up again.
I'm so glad. But to be fair, I was up later than him because he's 5 hours behind me. So for me it was 6 a.m, and for him it was 1 a.m. And then I had to get up with kids.
Oh God. Yeah. You are Wonder Woman.
For real.
Well, y'all, we'll start doing this regularly. Love you all. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Maybe.